Welcome back to No But Seriously,
the podcast that keeps it honest, keeps it real, but not too serious.
I'm Jamaica.
And I'm Anna.
And today we have a guest, DWAYNE.
What's going on, everybody?
You're our second guest, so you should be honored.
Cool. Thank you.
And I think what we found interesting was that the topic that you wanted to talk about was heartbreak.
Oh, it's on me now. Damn. Oh, I wanted to talk about it. All right.
Well, I mean,
I was gonna say, let's start like how we even got to
DWAYNE.
Yeah, like how is DWAYNE here? Right. We didn't just pick him off from the streets.
Not this time.
We kind of did.
Kind of. We have a mutual friend that invited us out, and I was going through some things recently, and I shared that with y'all. And you were like, "Oh, that's actually a good topic we want to talk about." Mm-hmm. One of the things is heartbreak, and and friendship.
And I have never talked about heartbreak with a guy.
Right.
Yeah. So I thought that was like interesting to talk about. Especially since I feel like we don't know each other that well.
No, we've hung out. I wouldn't even really say hung out. We've seen each other 3 times. Yeah. Twice we're at a bar. Once was during some street work. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever sat down and talked.
So this will be interesting.
You don't even know who you invited here.
This will be interesting. I mean, we all know that I went through a heartbreak recently.
I think we said it would be a good topic because we had just finished talking about situationships. Mm-hmm. So we're like, oh, great. That'll add right to it, Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say it was all just DWAYNE.
The stars kind of aligned this way to make this,
I guess so.
To make this happen.
I guess so. I feel like this is the first time like I for real have been like heartbroken by somebody.
Mm. When you say for real heartbroken, what does that look like opposed to the different challenges?
It like impacted my day-to-day life.
Like you was breaking down on a regular type shit?
Yeah, like crying at work type stuff.
That hits different, y'all. Like
trying to keep it together.
Yeah, going to the bathroom and wiping your tears off. Yeah. Yes.
And then going back to a meeting.
Yep. It hits different.
Yeah, like I would just get like teary-eyed at everything.
And you're a therapist too, right?
Right. And so when a client would come in the room and they're talking about a breakup, I'm just like, I can't handle this right now. Like I'm trying to keep it together.
We both crying in session.
Literally, I was like trying to hold back from crying because I don't like to cry in session. So it was a lot. It was a lot. I feel like my heart got broken and then it just kept getting ripped, Like, I feel like my heart got broken with him way before I left. Mm. And then the ending just kind of kept ripping it.
Do you think it continued to rip because at one point y'all tried to
fix it,
to repair the harm, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, whoop.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But too much damage has been done. It was like breaking a plate and then putting it back together, but like you can't really eat off that.
Them cracks are still there. Yeah. You be chewing on glass.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's what it was like. So, I do feel less heartbroken now by him because I've seen him.
Oh. Plot twist.
Yeah, I've seen him.
By yourself or like in public?
Oh, never like nowhere private, like out somewhere. Yeah.
But you were by yourself.
Oh yeah, I was by myself. I wasn't like with people.
Right.
No. Yeah, I was by myself.
How did that go?
I was telling you the other day, like I just feel like man, I don't even like you.
We were just talking about this yesterday, not the other day.
Yesterday. Yes, yesterday, last night. I was just like, I don't even like him. You know, like what was I thinking? Like it was just like you get removed from something. You just like, damn. I was just like really lost in what I thought was like love for somebody.
For y'all, after you get heartbroken and you see that person, do they become ugly to you, or is that a guy thing?
Bro,
I don't think he's ugly. And see, I like attractiveness.
Yeah, like legitimate. Like you look at him like, what the fuck was I doing? I'm sorry, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
All right, fuck that.
No, like attractiveness. Like I don't think that has changed, but like I'm attracted to more than just how you look. Like his personality. Like I'm not attracted to him like that anymore. But like how he looks hasn't changed, so I can't say he's ugly now. He is an ugly person, ugly personality, ugly attitude.
He's short, ain't he?
Huh?
He's short, ain't he?
No. Yeah, no. He's not tall. I mean, he's like my height.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are short dudes
ugly?
Yeah, or do they break hearts more?
That's gonna be a whole different podcast. Because sorry, not sorry to the short community.
Short kings, I see you.
Somebody's gonna be in the comments because they're short.
But that low key though, talking about the shortness though, that's like an ick for me sometimes. Because if I can't wear heels with you, like I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm tall, and I'm like, then I would never be able to wear heels.
Right.
That's a thing for guys too. I've had women who were taller than me try to date me.
And
somebody tried to take me to the prom. She was taller than me. She was gorgeous, and I was like, I just can't do it.
You can't do it. Yeah.
I was too insecure at the time to be able to like walk in there with her 3 inches taller than me already, and she was gonna wear heels.
Yeah.
Like
that adds a foot.
It's like it's not gonna work.
No, I think about that. But then I've had a lot of short dudes try and talk to me.
It might be like a conquest thing. Like
maybe
you might not want to date them, but like tall women are like when you walk in the room,
fetish.
Yeah, like I want to know what she got to say type stuff.
There was a group of very old Mexican short dudes trying to hit on Jamaica.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Very short. But
very
like
short.
That's what like all the Mexicans are short.
Yeah, I know.
That's why, like, when I walk into a bar, I'm like, damn, I'm the tallest person in here. I ain't gonna find no man in here.
You gotta take you to basketball games is what I'm hearing.
No, I've been there, done that. But, yeah, so, I saw him. I don't feel as heartbroken. I was a little iffy about seeing him, but then I did it anyways.
Wait. Did he ask you to come see him, or y'all?
He asked.
Wait. We're not gonna go over. Wait, we're not gonna go over the first part, Jamaica.
About him calling me?
No, you had called.
Yeah, after he called me.
You had called.
Yeah, I had called him. I was bored. I called him just to kind of like shoot the shit with somebody. I think I was just so bored. I'm like, I don't even care if I argue with somebody. Like, it's just. Okay. And so then I called him and we talked for You don't relate?
Nah, I'm in a place in my life where when I cut you off, it's a wrap.
So we talked, and then that was it for me anyways. And then he had called, or not called, he sent me a message and was like, can you meet me please? I gotta get something off my chest. It's not working over the phone. And I'm just like, I don't know what you gonna say to me in person that you didn't say over the phone.
DWAYNE got an idea.
I know what's up.
Because at this point he had already said, like, you know, he had called me, I'm sorry, like, you know,
this isn't the first conversation.
I made a mistake. I felt like he had already released whatever guilt he was feeling or whatever. So I didn't know. But then I went and there was nothing different. Like, there was nothing different. If anything, it just like made me turned me off from him even more. Everything, like, I just felt like every time he kept saying something, and like he felt like he was explaining himself, but I felt like you were just giving me more reason to like not be involved with you no more. So,
where did you meet him at?
A gas station. He not coming here, and I was not going to his house.
For sure. All right.
So I met him at a gas station.
So is that it?
That's it for now.
I mean, like, are you going to see him again?
Oh, I don't plan to. But I did after that.
I was gonna say we not gonna talk about.
I did after that, but I don't want to. I did after that. I mean, nothing has happened with him at all, like at all, and nothing will. Like I said, I look at him now and I'm just like, what the. What like, was I thinking? Like, you are not
like the
it.
Ick is just there.
Yeah, you are not it. Like, I'm not it for you. And I honestly think he only feels bad. And I told him this. Like, I think he only feels bad because the girl that he's with now is turning out to not be what he
wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the only reason I feel like I got an apology. So, and I just can't believe anything he says. Like, every time he talks, I'm just like, is this a lie? Is this a lie? So, can't mess around with somebody like that.
That's a tough place to be in.
Yeah. I mean, I spent 2 years of my life with him. So, that's a long time for me. I lived with him. Like, there was a lot I invested in him. So, it's hard to let go of that. But the relationship, it is what it is. There's somebody better for me.
Mm-hmm. Period.
But I feel like that was the heartbreak. And I think it was like the fact that, it's been the longest relationship I've had, and we lived together. Mm-hmm. So that's why it was so hard. Yeah, but I do feel like other people have maybe like kind of crushed my heart a little bit. Not broke it. You know what I mean? Like.
But this one was different.
Yeah. Like, damn, that sucks. But this one was like, I can't even stop crying at work.
When's the last time you cried?
Oh, it's been a while. Because of that relationship?
Yeah.
Maybe like a week ago. But I think it was more so like, I don't know if it was because of what he did. Like, so because of what he did, maybe like a month ago. But I think last week was just more about like, being ready to like find my person. And like, if I'm going to find my person, or can I like grow, and can I like stop being toxic? Can I stop like the anxious thoughts enough to like be with the person that I'm supposed to be with? So I think that's why I was crying last week, because it'd be a lot, and I'm in therapy, like, so I'd be thinking about that, and then that'd be making me cry. So, and I probably cry in almost every therapy session. Okay. So
you're healing though.
Yeah, I am, but it's hard. It is hard. So I didn't need to see him, but I don't want to say I'm glad I saw him, because I'm not. I didn't need to see him, but I do feel like, I don't know what the word is, because it's not glad, it's not grateful, but I'm something that I did see him, because
closure?
No, I don't believe in closure. I think closure is just an excuse to like see somebody, or to like get them to say what you want to say, or get them to like behave in a way that you want them to behave. But I don't think you need the other person for closure. Like, I think I still need closure from him, but I'm not going to get it from him.
I'm going to have to go home and think about that one. Damn.
Why do you think you need to talk to that person for closure?
Oh, no.
No.
We have spoken. I mean, this is a perfect segue, but after everything that happened, which I'll explain in a minute, we spoke for the first time in like 4 months. And it brought everything back, which wasn't a good thing. And I was like, I wish you never even called.
Damn, that's tough. That is.
That's sad. I wish you never called. You didn't think you got anything out of that conversation?
The validity or the clarification that I did what I could. That's something I said. I was like, I'm not even mad at you because I know I did everything I could, so I feel fine. So I was able to kind of walk away and feel, I've fucked up relationships before. I have been misogynistic in the past or just a womanizer, and kind of coming to terms with that and realizing like, oh, you know what? I was a problem in a lot of relationships, and this one I 100% was not. So I felt solid, and like I could stand on my business and be like, no, I'm straight.
I think that's it for me. I think I realized like it ain't me. Like it's not me. Like I did enough.
Right.
There's power in that.
Yeah.
I'm learning for the first time now, like, because in the past I've always been like, well, maybe I did this or I did something either to make her feel that way, or I'm doing something wrong, or I'm just being an asshole. But in this one, I had to like, so I spoke to people who I trust, who really give me a kick in the ass when I need it, and I was like, I laid out everything and went, am I tripping? They were like, nah, I want to go to bat for you because that's crazy. Crazy is the wrong word to use. That's challenging, and you're good. I was like, all right, cool. And then I got that phone call and I went, yeah, I'm straight. But just to go back to the beginning of it, so I did one of the cardinal sins, and everybody I speak to goes, oh boy. I started dating my best friend. And I think...
Why are you laughing? Because you're thinking about me dating a friend?
No, it's because he said it's a cardinal sin.
It is. It is.
I'm thinking you were gonna say I started dating a stripper or something. I was like,
that's a sin? Oh, I'm going straight to hell.
You started dating your best friend. How did that come about?
We always liked each other. We've known each other for like 20 years.
Oh, man.
The stars just never aligned. She was always in relationships. I was always in relationships. And we've seen each other through the best and the worst. She was somebody I went to for everything to talk about, like, yo, I'm in a really weird place. And she would be like, no, that's you. Like, you're screwing that up. So you got to do better. And I would be the same for her. We've both been through our domestic violence relationships from both of our ends. And we kind of coached each other through it, or even like tough conversations. She's always been the person I go to for everything. And things finally worked out, and I was like, yo, we should try this. And she was like, yeah, for sure. But in my experience, when you know somebody for so long and you trust them with everything, with all of who you are, it made me ignore red flags. Because I was like, these things started happening that I wouldn't have taken the same way if it was somebody that I just met or I'm trying to date for the first time.
What's an example?
Here you go. She told me she's best friends with her ex. Like they're still best friends. The two of them would do stuff together and they would go out and hang out. They were still at the same gym. And I was like, look, mind you, this was a long distance relationship. Right. I'm in Chicago. She's in Jersey, where I'm from. And I was like, look, if the only thing stopping you from doing whatever you want to do is me being there, then I don't have a girlfriend. So I'm like, you're going to do what you want anyway. So if I trust you, I say I trust you. Right. So she'd be with her ex, and they legitimately are friends, and they would do stuff. I'm like, yo, when you out, that's your business. Right. Because I trust you. So that's one example. And then, so I was like, all right, I'm going to eat that. I'm going to put, my ego aside and be like, you know what, I gotta be bigger. I got to be different and think about this in a new way. And so that's one example. But like little things here and there would keep coming up, keep popping up. And then she broke up with me a couple of times because she said, I need closure from my ex.
The best friend ex.
My best friend said, I need closure with her ex.
Oh,
So the two of them were hanging out like to get closure.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. If somebody told me I need to hang out with my ex to get closure, I'd be like, bro.
Yeah, that's why I think closure is a myth.
I would too. But again, it was the best friend nature of, I believe you got my best interest at heart.
Right.
Like, I've done some low down dirty things, but I could never do that to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was standing on like, oh, I know she wouldn't do that to me because I can't do that to her. So I was like, you know what? I might not understand it. I might not get it, but A lot of what I do doesn't make sense to people, but that's my internal process that I got to go through. So she was going through that process, and I was like, cool, do your thing, it's all good. And then every time something would come up, like, she wouldn't talk about it when it came to the ex. So the two of them were out, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna keep it G. Like, if I was hanging out with my ex, would this be the same? Would you respect it the same way? And she went, you know what? No.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. That's all I needed. Like, as long as you know that it wouldn't be taken the same way, I'm not gonna be in the hole and be like, no, you can't hang out with her. She was dating a girl. I was like, no, you can't. I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't hang out with her. But at the same time, I'm gonna let you know that if it were different, I were hanging out with my ex, you would have some feelings in that.
Oh, this is
a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, I haven't even dropped the hammer yet.
I'm already like, damn.
Yeah, I already have so many questions.
Right.
Drop a question first before I keep
Go
going.
ahead, Domingo.
I mean, I'm still on the, like, she broke up with me a few times.
Twice.
To get closure with her ex, and both times she needed closure with her ex?
The first time was closure. The second time was she was going through a lot. She was doing different things in her personal life, and then she was also was it a maid of honor in a bachelorette party. So she was trying to organize a whole lot of stuff. I said,
so I can't be in a relationship.
I made the same face,
right? Like, I'm like, wait a minute.
Again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, these are the red flags that if you say it to somebody, they're like, nah, bro, you tripping. But I'm like, I was standing on, nah, that's my friend. Like,
she 20 years.
She really got me. Like, I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds crazy.
But I think you're saying she's my friend. She got me. I don't think you're saying she's my girl. She got me.
I think that's the difference.
I was mixing the two, and I needed to move differently and change our relationship. But I was standing on our previous relationship going, yo, she, like, whatever's happening, I don't get it. But this is a process she has to go through so that we can get to this end goal. And so I ignored it. I saw all the red flags, and I was like, no, it's cool. It'll be fine because it's going to be worth it. And then we had booked a trip to Puerto Rico months ago. And then after she broke up with me, she was like, yo, do you still even want to go? I was like, for sure. Like, I'm like, we still cool. Like, we're friends. Like, I was copacetic about it. And I went, this is going to be weird and awkward, but I'd rather be weird and awkward on the beach in Puerto Rico than chilling in the crib.
Yeah.
And we were also supposed to go to a wedding together the day after we got back from the trip.
Oh.
I've never been invited to a wedding and have somebody keep asking you, like, are you sure you want to come to the wedding? You still want to go?
Oh, prior to breaking up, she was asking?
Yeah, and I'm like,
that's because she didn't want you to go.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I've never had nobody ask me that. So you know what? I'm about to gracefully bow out.
Right.
We'll go to Puerto Rico.
Ooh, if you tell me she went with the ex, I'm going to flip this table, bro.
I didn't. Well, her family still deals with the ex, so they actually invited her. Oh. The ex was at the bachelorette party.
See,
so it was a whole thing. Yeah, so here's where it gets real funky. You know, I'm doing my own thing. I'm living my life, but I'm not wilding like I used to. So the day of the Puerto Rico trip, I'm hanging out with somebody who's here in Chicago, and my best friend calls me, and she hears that I'm out with another woman. Like,
but y'all are broken up.
Yeah, and I'm also just out. Like, I'm not like doing it. Like, she didn't pick up while we in the middle of sex or something. Like,
you gotta get comfortable for this.
We was at a bar. Yeah. She heard a female in the background was like, "Oh, this is weird. Da da da. I'll call you later." Like,
this is weird.
Hang on, because I haven't done it yet. I was like, "All right, cool. I'll see you later." Mind you, I'm about to see you in like 9 hours.
Right, for the trip.
So I go back home and I'm packing and everything. Like 5 hours before the flight, she calls and says, I don't feel comfortable going on this trip.
5 hours?
We're not even in the same state. I'm leaving from Chicago. She's leaving from Jersey. We're meeting in Puerto Rico.
Here's my question to you.
What's up?
Did y'all go halvesies on this trip?
That's another part of it. We went halvesies, split the Airbnb. I paid for her flights.
Flights?
You gotta get back home. So I bought them months in advance. I was like, yo, I'm trying to do a thing. When I'm in, I'm all in.
Right.
I go hard for who I'm with.
So you paid for her flights to Puerto Rico. She paid halves for the Airbnb.
Half for the Airbnb. And I had paid for our excursions. Every day there was something planned.
So you paid pretty much.
I paid. And then after she didn't go, the first day I was like, I guess this is, my male ego was like, she tripping, but she gonna come. Like, we here for 6 days. Like, she might miss the first day.
6? You paid for 6? Stop it. No.
It was a week.
And she told you 5
hours.
On the 5 hours before.
5 hours before.
Like, because I'm going to be real. She knew when she called during that bar thing.
Every woman that I speak to says that.
She knew.
Yeah.
She knew. She could have said it then and there.
Yeah, but then she heard the girl and then the ego got involved. Yeah.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till 5 hours. You lucky she didn't wait till the hour before. Because that's some shit I would have pulled before.
Toxic.
You foul.
Toxic.
So, I had to, kind of battle with myself of like, do I still go?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is one of those moments of like, I feel like Mufasa was talking like, remember who you are. I was like, yeah, I'm going to Puerto Rico. Hell yeah, I'm going to. It's paid for. I'm out there. So I had a great time.
That's good.
And I called her like day 3 while I'm out there.
Why?
Cause he thought she was gonna tell.
I was in love, dog. Like I wanted her to be there. So I called her.
You should have just been posting on social media, and she would have seen it all. You having a good time?
I'm not petty like that. I'm not petty like that no more. But in that call, she didn't give me nothing. And I was like, all right, well, just send me the money for the excursions. And she did. And then that was the last time I spoke to her in months.
At least she paid something.
You said why?
At least she paid you for the excursions.
She paid me for the excursions. And then like 3 weeks ago, I was actually on my way to the Lauryn Hill concert. And I was in the Uber and I got a text from her. It said, can we talk?
Those can we talk?
Tevin Campbell ass motherfucker. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm about to go see Lauryn Hill. I'm about to have a good time. Now I'm in my head.
It's like they know when you're about to have a good time.
Like,
yeah.
I'm out. I was about to be who I am.
I'm about to be lit. You gonna ruin my night.
Right. But when so that night we did speak, and I was like, in my heart, I was like, it's been 4 months. I'm going through like, what could she say that's gonna surprise me? Like, is she 4 months pregnant?
Oh, that's what I didn't even think about that.
Like, why do you want to talk now? Like something has to have happened.
She's engaged.
Talk now.
Yeah.
Is she engaged? I'm a clean.
You want to be the best man?
I'll flip all this shit over. Stop. But when we spoke, it was just rehashing all of the same shit. And I went, oh no! Like there's nothing else new here.
Right.
She was like, no, and I went.
Then why did
we don't even have to do this. Like we cool. Like.
Shit, I'm hanging up now.
That's why I said, like, I wish you never even called.
Yeah.
There was no new information.
There was nothing different.
It was no accountability. It was all like, well, I would have came, but you didn't call me.
Did she ever tell you why she didn't go on the trip? Or
she said it was because she heard somebody and I never explained what was going on.
What? Stop it.
I mean, I know we are bad. Like, me and Anna are bad.
I'm pretty toxic, but I ain't gonna pull that shit. Right.
This is something else. Because I feel like even just as a friend, like out of respect for the friendship, you don't do that.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Like so that's what I was standing on. Like out of our friendship, yeah, it's gonna be weird, it's gonna be awkward, but I'll go because I fuck with you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I was like, yo, there was grace and patience in all the things that I've been doing over the last few months. And there was even, let's say that was true. Let's say I was out with some girl.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As an attractive person in the world, you're gonna have to deal with
Now I need to see a picture around, just saying.
No.
I'll show you off camera. She bad. She bad.
Okay.
She still got it.
Well, shout out to you.
But like, as an attractive person in the world, I know like there's gonna be moments of like I'm gonna have to work and be challenged by the people that come up to her, and she's gonna have to be challenged by me. To me, that was such a small thing. I'm like, oh, this never would have worked in the first place. If you just hear some girl and
assume,
wait till we really get together. Like you're gonna have to deal with some shit.
Yeah.
It's like going to a comedy show and getting mad at the first joke. You in for a rough time.
Right.
So I felt like, you know what, this might have been the best thing.
But you lost a friend and a girlfriend
at the same time, bro.
Our families know each other.
Oh man, I'm heartbroken for you.
Yeah, that's so messy.
Yeah.
It is. And the thing about it, I was so excited because I believed in my heart of hearts. I was like, this is my wife.
You know that goes back.
You believe that was your wife?
100%.
Stop it.
And
I totally dismissed that.
You about to walk right through me. You about to walk right through me. I believed that she was my wife.
What made you believe that though?
Because I was crushing on her since like the 6th grade.
That's cute. I ain't gonna lie. That's cute. That's cute.
But
See, if you turn around and tell me that you had a ring.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna be like,
No.
You thought that was your wife.
And I was telling everybody. So when I came back from Puerto Rico, everybody went, "How was the trip?"
Did anybody like think you would have proposed on the trip?
I don't think so, because it was so new and so fresh. I think people in her life were pushing that on her. Like, yo, you got to get married. You're this big age. You got to do these things. And they were like, yo, you're talking to a guy who doesn't have kids, who got his shit together. You got to come back.
Do you mind me asking how old she is?
She's 33. Or she's about to be 33.
So I can see people pushing.
Yeah, we pushing.
I know I am. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be 30 in February. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
So they were pushing that, but nobody in my life has been pushing me. Like, I mean, as a guy, people don't push you that way.
Right.
Oh, man. I think you had already decided she was your wife a long time ago.
I did.
And so that helped you to overlook all the shit that was happening. Because I can't see how you overlooked all of that. Other than the fact that you were so focused on, this is my wife. But
when you're in love, though, like you just blindfolded, bro. Yeah. I was blindfolded when my ex jumped out the car. I thought that was a pink flag. I didn't think that was a red flag. You know.
That's red. That's right.
But you're
right. I mean, you're right.
You know, when you're in love, you don't see half of that stuff. You're just like so blindfolded.
Yeah, and everybody I spoke to said like, "Yo, this is crap." I was like, "No, like chill. Like you don't understand."
Right.
I was trying to advocate for her. Like, she's going through a lot right now. She
has to plan this bachelorette. Like,
I sounded crazy. Like talking about it, and people were like, "Nah, fam. Like that's not it." I was like, "Nah, you don't get it. You don't understand." And then that happened. Everybody looked at me like,
"You don't understand."
You don't understand.
Right. Yeah. Man, that's crazy though.
I left one thing out. The only thing that I did get from that conversation at the very end, I was like, yo, so like tell me, like be straight up, why now? Why'd you call me after 4 months? She was like, oh, because of our friendship, and blah. I was like, shut the fuck up. Bullshit. Like you would have called me that day.
Yeah.
And so she didn't answer, and like at the end of the conversation, she was like, oh, by the way, I'm moving to Virginia.
Stop it.
By the way.
Gotcha. When I moved here to Chicago, my therapist was like, clear all of your baggage, say everything you got to say to everybody. And I was like, oh, I'm just on her list of people you got to say things to before you leave. That's why you called me.
Why is she going to Virginia? So many questions.
No, she got her dream job.
Okay.
So she got her dream job, and kudos, shout out to her.
Okay.
Did you take into account, like, before the conversation of like dating or not dating, did you take into account that you could lose the friendship?
Of course. And I was
but he was so set on that, like this my wife, bro. If I lose a friend, I'm gaining a wife.
And I was like, it's not even naive, I guess it's arrogant to be like, I know how bad it could get with best friends, but we figured it out.
Right.
Like, we got it. Like, I know y'all got problems, but
we don't.
We straight. And arrogance is a motherfucker. And it ate me up.
Yeah. That's why I don't date friends, bro.
Oh, that's why?
That's why?
Oh, that's why?
I don't think that's why.
But that just like
we talked about yeah.
But that just goes into like I had posted a poll one day on Instagram, and it's like, can guys and girls actually be friends without somebody and like ending up liking the other person? Can they actually be platonic friends? Because of situations that have been around me, right? And that's just another one that it's like, oh, can they or can they not?
Yeah. So but there are examples where they can't.
Where they can?
I mean, where they can.
Like who?
Like us and Leo. Like,
oh, I forget. Sorry, Leo. Yeah. I forget about you sometimes that we're friends.
Big dog Leo.
Yeah.
I also have a lot of female friends that we're strictly like, no, like that's my homie. Like, and they're very attractive or beautiful women. Like if I stand on like our friendship, I'm good with that.
Because I got a lot of those.
Sorry, what?
I got a lot of no's from that poll.
Like women and men can't be platonic friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there's a lot of scenarios where they can't.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I think both people have to be grown to a certain extent, because I've had female friends who we are strictly friends, and then when the moment presents itself,
right,
when we get alone and we've been drinking, I'm like, I know we're just friends, but I'm about to make a move just to see. And it happens. I'm like, oh, now I got to deal with this.
Yeah.
I got to deal with the repercussions, yeah.
Yeah. And there's moments where I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to try this. I want to. Like, the flesh wants what it wants. But, like, I value our friendship enough.
But I'm going to shoot my shot real quick.
It's not shooting a shot if it's if it's sure to go in.
Oh, if it's sure to go in.
That's just you just doing your numbers.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is interesting.
There's a whole nother topic in itself.
Yeah.
We could be here for an hour.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I was friends with somebody. We played around with dating, but we didn't actually date. And then you got your situation.
My situation, I ended that situation, bro. I said, look, this is why we can't. But
because we're friends.
I mean, there was a lot. But it wasn't
because you're friends.
But there's a lot. There's a lot.
It's the fact that you're friends, was that on the list of reasons why not?
Was it the top 3? No. Was it the top 3? No. My top 3 were 1, we worked together. 2, what happened with you and my friend, you know? And 3, you're not where I need you to be, you know? Those, like, he is just not, maturity level is not where I need him to be, you know? And when he's younger, right? And that plays a role, right? He's younger than me, so, you know, of course it's not where I need it to be. But just overall, like maturity, his age, like the way his behavior is like, it's not. Those were my top 3, right? Like the friends was like, you know, 4 or 5. Yes. Yeah. But the top 3 were those that I'm like, see, this can't.
So if those 3 were in line, then you may risk friendship.
The top one would have been.
But you would risk the friendship. I
don't know if I would risk it. If you're telling me he was my age, he was mature enough to be able to go from a friendship to a relationship, then maybe we would have probably tried to date, right? And the whole my other friend situation was like not there, you know?
Yeah.
Because that played a huge role into mine and his relationship.
Yeah.
Because it impacted my other friendship, you know? Like that was big, and I don't think till this day, I don't think he understands how big of a role he played and the conflict that it caused between me and my other friend. I don't think he...
Have you done that? Tried to talk to 2 friends?
Like romantically?
Yeah.
At the same time?
No, not at the same time. Like you maybe liked one, but you went for the other one. And then...
I don't know if that's what happened, though.
I do think that's what happened.
I
think that he liked you, but wasn't ready to deal with the fact that he liked you. So... okay, let me have a little fun with this person that I met.
Wait. Are they both friends with me, or are they friends with each other?
Let me just...
I feel like I'm missing the piece of
Let me clear it out. With each other.
Okay, let me clear it out. Me and this dude worked together, and me and him started hanging out. But it wasn't just like me and him individually. Like we would all hang out as coworkers. And I have
fucking the workplace?
Huh?
No, she's saying that she wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. Oh, okay. Right, I wouldn't. And then I have a friend who, you know, was single at the time, and he had a cousin that was single at the time, so we tried introducing them together. But then she turned around and said, no, I like your friend, like your coworker, right? Yeah. So I said, okay, cool. So I let my coworker know, and then, you know, they talked here and there, you know, through Instagram or whatever, and when I would go out, he would come, and then she would come. So that's when they would see each other. Outside of that, they never saw each other outside of, like, unless I was there.
So it was nothing serious, just
right.
Like and you then cute, maybe. Like.
Right. And then one day she was out, he was out as well. They met up, and then they made out. Okay. And they both texted me the next morning. Like,
they both told you.
Both of them told me the next morning, basically. If it wasn't the next morning, it was the day after. Like, at the end of the day, they both ended up telling me, like, this is what happened, okay? And so I'm hearing it from her, and then I'm hearing it from him, right? That it's like, oh, just letting you know, like, me and so-and-so made out and stuff. So I'm just like, taking it all in. I was like, okay, so I'm like, where is this going next? Like really pushing for him to like, reminding him like she's not one to just fuck around with. Like you really have to date her. She's not one to just be your one night stand. And then I don't know what happened there, but to make this long story short, we had gone out once. It was a bar crawl, and he ended up coming. And he saw her. Like, he ended up coming because I was telling him to come. And, they went about their day. I went home. They went. And basically, she told him, I don't like the friendship you have with Anna. And you guys are you guys are too close. So that created conflict between me and my friend. Because then I had dinner with her, and I'm like, how did you have that trust to tell him that but not me, right? And I'm like, I thought I've known you since high school. You've known this man not even a year, and y'all haven't, you guys are not dating. And I don't think he understands that concept, like that conflict that it created between me and her.
But what if the kiss was magical?
It was not.
I was like, because nothing came out of it. So I'm like,
all right.
Right, like there's two people wanting two different things. Maybe it was magical for her, but it wasn't for him.
Which at some point I do think like it meant a lot for her, right? But I also, I understand fuckboys. I know what they do. She might not, right? Yeah. So like that created a big thing. Like for her to be like, oh, I don't like your friendship with her. And then when I met with her, she was like, everybody tells me that y'all flirt. Everybody tells me that y'all always flirting. And I'm sitting here like, who's they, bro?
Y'all do flirt. But everybody ain't saying it. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't flirt intentionally, though.
Right,
with
but
him.
we all flirt. Like, like you flirt with your friends. Right. It's playful. Like, it's not like, not like I really want to be with you.
Like, I'm not fucking curling my hair with my finger when I'm talking to you. Yeah. Like.
But everybody ain't saying, like, it's not like people walking around saying it.
Right. But. So I'm like, I don't know. So it created conflict. And I don't think he understands it till this day.
But I feel like that happens. I feel like guys talk to two friends. Like, I just feel like that happens.
I've done that before. There's also this thing, like, I won't even say it's a woman thing, but people, like, sometimes they'll come up and be like, yo, my friend wants to talk to you. Mm-hmm. But if the person that walks up to me
I'd rather is talk my to
type,
you.
Like, am I supposed to, like, ignore that and go, like, what if her friend looked like a foot? Am I supposed to then like?
Okay, so no. Going with that though, if the girl, no. 9 times out of 10 is how it happens. The one that approaches you.
What? Yeah,
it's the one that I want, and then she's like, "Oh, check my friend out."
Okay. But then are you gonna go talk to that friend still?
Out of respect for like, all right. So I grew up with sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to respect women, and I haven't always been the best at that.
Right.
And if somebody says, like, my friend wants to talk to you, my brain goes to, you sent her over here, and she's watching this interaction. And if I immediately go...
Because they're watching.
Right. I know you're watching. So out of respect for a human being, I'm going to go talk to whoever it is.
Okay.
And have a conversation.
Yeah.
But if the vibe is off, I'm going to go back to Shorty who came up like... Hey, real quick,
oh, you going to go back to her? You ain't just going to be like, scrap the night?
Wait, that's at night?
He's talking about...
I'll do it in the conversation.
Stop it.
No.
Out of respect, I'm going to go speak to you. But if the vibe is not off, I'm going to assume that if I'm feeling it, you feeling it too. Yeah, like...
So he got one eye this way, one eye that way. It's basically what he's telling me.
Chameleon Cam type shit. But like, that happens often. And then every now and then when the one that I want starts saying some things that are not really aligned with my morals or wherever I'm at, I'm like, I'm sorry, what was you talking about again? To the other one.
You go back and forth?
It depends on what I'm looking for and where I'm at in my process. Like,
oh wow,
in my big age right now, probably
and
not.
And then now they beefing because
that's their business. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Stop it.
That's your business.
That's their business.
That's their business.
Well, you
created the fire.
I was standing at the bar having my own drink, watching the game. You walked up to me and created whatever y'all got going on.
No.
Check me out. If I walk up to a woman in a bar, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna think I'm trying to talk to her. I'm creating a facade by approaching her, having a conversation, and going, by the way, it's not me, it's somebody else.
Okay.
Regardless of if he look good or not, she's gonna be like, But you had,
you were the one that came up to me, so I'm attracted to that.
Fact, GP right there.
Yeah,
don't matter.
You're right.
Okay,
let's just keep it a buck. Like, if I walk up to you, you're gonna think I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're right. Even if your friend's trying to talk to me, but you the one that came up to me. Yeah, you're right.
That's between y'all. You got to figure that out.
But I do feel like that happens to women, like where guys will be like, "Hey, my homeboy want to talk to you," and the homeboy will look like a foot.
The left one.
Stop. Why they gotta be the left one?
The right one is dominant. Clearly, if he ain't walk up, he not the dominant male in the group.
So it's like I'm already attracted to you because you had the confidence to come up
to
here.
walk up, make a joke. I'm not going to walk up and be like, "Excuse me, my friend wants to talk to you." I'm going to create conversation, and that.
Oh no, I'm straightforward. Hey, she want to talk to you, bro. Go talk to her.
Then why are you in my face?
I don't what.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you walk up and be like, "My friend want to talk to you," I'm be like, "What's good with you?" Like, you standing right here right now.
Right.
Cause my friend is shy. Leave her alone.
Well, leave her ass in the corner.
Not in the corner.
Wipe her eyebrows off. Like.
But I feel like we've done that for each other, but we're not shy. I don't think we're shy.
Where have we done that for each other, Jamaica?
Oh no, I think we've coached each other to do it. Yeah, but
that's different.
Yeah. I've never gone up to a guy and be like, "My girl Jamaica wants to talk." I've never done that. I'm sorry.
That's a setup for failure.
Because I think I would never do that.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah. You wouldn't be. You'd be like, "Get your ass up and go talk to him." Yeah. Is what you would tell me. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, my girl Anna wants to talk to you." Like, no, you wouldn't have done. You wouldn't do that for me.
If you're gonna do it, it's got to be a quick interaction where I'm not in the mix. Like, I used to watch How I Met Your Mother. It's a move like, "Have you met Ted?" I'm gonna go up and do it real quick. Mm-hmm. Yo, this is Jamaica, real quick, and I'm gonna move. So there's not even that moment to be like, for somebody to get a good look and go, "You know what? I actually think
maybe that's what we've done."
When Jamaica,
I don't know, but
when we've gone out,
we've done something.
When we've gone out, and I'm not trying to say like to sound arrogant or snobby. And when we've gone out, men come up to us. Yeah, we rarely ever go to men.
And then the times that we do, they lie to us.
You don't have to say all of that.
They lie to us. But yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had to do any of that.
I think it's corny.
Going up to somebody for your friend?
Yeah. Like, "Oh, my friend wants to talk to you." I'm like, what are you?
I've had to do that with other people.
But we grown ass people. Like, come on.
And I'm usually the one that goes.
Like, go give them a damn. All you have to do is give somebody a compliment. Like,
what we have done that was dumb is we sent wings to a table.
We did.
That's dope.
We did do that.
Fuck with that.
It was like a funny thing.
It was.
I don't think we expected anything to happen. It was just like a funny thing.
Did they send something back?
They sent us drinks.
Yes, they did. Cool. Yes, but 2 out of the 3
were gay. So it was a fail.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where these things go.
They didn't go nowhere that day. Because then the guy did come over and talk to us, but he wasn't like he wasn't forward. He was just kind of.
But he wasn't also like interested. Is what I'm.
Yeah, like, I feel like he was just kind of shooting the shit.
Right, like he was just being polite. Like, "Hey, thank you for the wings. Here are your drinks, and I gotta go." Because then they left. Yeah.
What's wrong with that though?
You're talking with what?
Them just being copacetic and being.
Like, it felt kind of awkward. To me, it felt kind of awkward.
It felt forced. Is what it felt.
Maybe, yeah.
It felt forced because we had sent the wings.
And then it took you so long to come over.
Yeah, because they were done with the wings by the time they came back to say something.
I'm not leaving the plate of wings in front of me though. if you put wings down, they about to get consumed right there.
No, but like they had like a beer, 2 beers, a wings. Like it was when they were really like they had paid and they were ready to go.
Yeah, okay, that's different.
Yeah, it wasn't like
That's fair.
Yeah, but I mean, he was polite still. So.
Damn, you jumping from friend to friend in the moment.
I didn't say I'd do that now. I'm just saying like that's a thing that has been done.
He's like, that was 6 months ago.
Now that was like a whole 15 minutes. Like,
no, I imagine that happens all the time, though.
It does.
That probably happened to somebody last night, and then girls probably bicker about that. Like, "Oh, I like this dude," and then he started talking to you, and like,
that does happen.
I've only had that one situation, so.
I mean, I don't think we have that problem. We're not attracted to the same people.
No, we are definitely not. We figured that out yesterday. Very clear that we are not.
Different tastes.
Yes. So we won't have that issue moving forward.
I feel like even if we did, we're mature enough to like, okay, you got it.
or mature enough for me to tell you I don't like your relationship with so and so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
But that's different. I would not say that if you were like, if you introduced me to your friend, I can't be mad that y'all are friends. Like, you introduced me as that.
I mean, she explained to me that she was drunk and that's why, but you know, I'm just like, you could have came up to me and have that conversation and I could have explained things to you versus, you know, the other way around.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've broken hearts, DWAYNE.
I have in the past. I haven't always been, you know, the best role model for people. I'm trying to be diplomatic about this.
All right, I'm like, what does that mean?
I've broken some hearts before.
He did say he was a womanizer.
You were a womanizer? You said that?
I was in the past. That. Yeah, no, I said it earlier. I have been in the past. Like, when you recognize the gifts or the power that you have.
He said the gifts and the power.
The arrogance is heavy in here. No,
and I was trying not to sound arrogant.
No, but I mean, you're telling real stuff. It's like guys that are attractive know that they're attractive and they use that.
Why wouldn't you?
But why do you have
to? But some men that think they're attractive, they're not attractive.
That's their business. that don't got nothing to do with me.
But why do you have to? You have to use that to shit on other people? Not to shit on
I didn't
them,
say I didn't say nothing about
but
shit.
But to, like, you know, to break other people?
Check me out. If you got a superpower and there's something happening in the world and you don't use that power, would you then...
I ain't even gonna lie, because girls use it too.
For sure. All the time.
Yes,
all the time. Like, let's not get weird about this.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's just different when I think it's just more personal hearing a man say it out loud.
What?
Like, you know, it happens.
Yeah, you know, it depends on the phase of life you're in. And, you know, I've had my fuckboy or my whole phase, and, like...
I didn't.
Cut it out.
You lying to Jesus.
Cut it out.
You both turned around like, shut the fuck up.
Fuck out of here. Go home, Roger.
We've all been there.
We've all had our moments. I've definitely done some things I'm not proud of. I have been in 2 full-blown main relationships at once. Like,
at once?
Whole, like, 2 separate lives. Like,
wow.
It was more like I would meet both of their families. Pictures on Facebook. Wow. And I had to...
He twisting the knife.
I was... Oh, sorry. My bad.
Oh, my goodness. And did they find out?
I'm good at what I do.
So they never knew?
He said, I'm good at what I do.
They never knew to, like...
So right now that we're going to post this on
the internet?
Some happen where, like, after, like, months later, I might actually start legitimately dating the other person. They're like, I always knew it was something weird between y'all. And they've seen pictures, and they're like, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. But in the moment, no, it was gravy.
Wow, DWAYNE.
It's interesting.
That doesn't surprise me.
It does to me.
Because as stereotypical, like, you're a stereotypical pretty boy. Like...
Thank you.
Where do you get that from?
Because of how he's talking, like just like, it's just like the pretty boys that know that they're pretty, and so then they're fuck boys because they're pretty.
Also, I gotta say something real quick, because we were sitting at the bar yesterday, me and Jamaica, and these group of 3 men come in, and I was like, damn, one of them looks attractive, and then Jamaica goes, they smell like fuck boys.
They did.
She's like, I just smelled them as they came in.
What does a fuckboy smell like?
It just smell like them. Like, I don't know. You could just like, it was in the air. It was in the
like
air.
An energy.
Yeah, and then they made us move over. Well, they didn't make us, but like you asked 2 women to move over. Like,
the bartender was like, "Can y'all scoot over for them? They got you on a shot."
And they did not get us.
Which they didn't. That was a bartender, because when he gave us a shot, the guy, because I looked at the guys, and the guy looked at the bartender like, the fuck? So it was a bartender.
Still didn't give you a shot?
No, the bartender did.
No, the bartender did.
Bartender was saying it was from them, but it wasn't.
Hoes.
Yeah, they were fuckboys, like I said.
Yeah, you smelled it. Mm-hmm. You smelled it. So wait, what did I smell like when I walked in?
See,
like Axe body spray. Yeah.
Yo, chill out. The disrespect.
See, I would have never. I thought that you were different.
Ow.
Because of when we met you. You know what I mean? Like we
compared to today.
Yeah, like I'm
Wait,
sorry,
I'm
like,
confused.
what are you saying? Like I feel
no different than what you were saying you were in the past. Is what I'm saying.
You gonna have to.
When we met you,
right?
I thought you were the nice guy, like the one that probably gets cheated on, the one that gets the fuck girls. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think that you were a fuckboy before.
Well, because I didn't meet you in my fuckboy phase.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I met you in my grown, healed phase.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, but when I met you, my idea of who you have been was the nice guy.
Oh no! You get to be more than.
But just one the fact that you're saying this also doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, she hit me with the, I thought you were different. Like,
well, I was like, what? Where are you going with this?
No, yeah.
I'm like, we just saw him like last week. Like,
well, I'm sure people think I'm nice and wouldn't imagine some of the stuff that I've done, but
what have you done?
I haven't done nothing that bad.
I feel
like the worst thing I've ever done was sleep with my ex-boyfriend's friend.
Oh, that's a Tuesday.
But that was like after we were together. Like I wasn't with him
Tuesday.
Anymore. Exactly. Fuckboy.
Previous fuckboy.
But I didn't feel bad about it. I don't even regret that. But
respect.
Because we weren't together. You know? And I did it because he kept accusing me of doing, like, I was trying to be friends with my ex, you know, like trying to keep him in my life, or really trying to stay in his, not keep him in mine. But now you like keep accusing me of stuff. We're not together. Like,
right. I wasn't even thinking about it until you said it.
Right, accusing me of being with your friend. First of all, he was trying to get with me. I turned him down. Like, no, I wasn't even doing that. Like, and then you already convinced that you did it. That I did it. So shit,
might as well make it come true.
Facts.
I was curious.
No, I mean, like even in just to bring it all back, like after everything that happened. Old me would have reacted a certain type of way, and who I am now is like, oh no, like that hurt, so I'm gonna sit in that hurt and I'm gonna let it play out and just kind of be by myself. So I've been like chilling alone. I take myself to the movies. I go out for drinks, or like I go to a restaurant and you're like, are you waiting for somebody else? I'm like, stop fucking asking me that question, dog.
I hate that. Yeah,
but, like I'm straight. So I haven't gone back to my old ways of like resorting to. I'm about to knock down all your friends. Yeah,
I think that's why I don't feel like Well, I think this is why the first time I really felt heartbroken, because I didn't do that. Like I actually had to deal with it. Right? Yeah, I didn't just jump to the next person or person.
That's crazy.
No, you're gonna have to give something.
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy. You did not just hit us with it. That's crazy.
I haven't dated anybody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
You weren't heartbroken?
With my yes, I was. Yes. And I think with me, it was heartbroken, but I had to like be heartbroken. How do I say this? Like doors closed. Cause I lived with my parents, and I didn't want them to find out like how shitty I felt, you know. So I had to do it like behind closed doors, and then I don't think my friends knew what I was going through, because one of my close friends like never been in a relationship. The other one, she's doing her, Yeah. So I'm like, I remember we went out once and he had broken up with me then, and I was like teary-eyed, and they were just, what it felt like to me, they were just worried about like, just, are we gonna still go out or are we not?
Oh damn.
Versus like, hey, how are you feeling? Or are you straight? Right. And like I still went out, and I remember that I was like, I really can't do this, like I need to go. But I didn't feel the support, like I was just like, okay, let's go, and everybody came with me, right? But nobody asked like, hey, what's wrong, or like what's going on, or so I had to do a lot of it like behind closed doors, where I'm like, crying in the bathroom versus like, talking to somebody about it.
What was your like, I don't want to say coping mechanism, but I guess that is it. Like after your heartbreak and you were going through it by yourself, like what are the things that you used to either get over it or like just
the gym.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I think the gym got me through some shit.
The gym is a good one and it's healthy, but I want toxicity.
Don't we all?
Yeah, because I didn't. I mean, the toxic part of it is like we still had communication, right? Like the breakup led into fucking like a 5-year situationship with him. You know, like that's the toxic part of it.
Yeah. Why she tried to get on me?
I'm like, start over. No, that's your whole side of the couch, dog.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the toxic of it. We ended up in a 5-year situationship, and you know, yeah, that's where we ended with him.
I don't know if people know how to be supportive of like a breakup though either, especially when they think that the guy or the person was shitty or treated you shitty. Like I don't think that they understand like why you sad, like, you know, or why it's hard. I mean, and I used to like feel, I don't want to say feel bad, but I used to be like, damn, why the fuck am I crying? Like he was shitty, you know, right. Like he did me shitty, right. You know, so it's like, damn, if I don't understand it, like, how can I expect somebody else to get it?
To get it, yeah.
It's a therapist in you.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
There's moments where I don't even necessarily want anything from my friends when I'm going through it. I just want somebody to be there. Like, we could just be bored together and just sit down. Because, like, when I'm out and about, I'll keep it together. Like, I'm the best performer you've ever met. Like, you'll never know when I'm going through it.
Clearly. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But it's like, I mean, I think about it now.
Are you done?
I'm joking.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I mean, I think about it now, and they witnessed, like, when he jumped out the car. Stuff. Yeah. You know, like, they witnessed that big, you know, red flag that I missed. But, so that's why I do think maybe they didn't know how to support me because they had witnessed how bad it could get.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I think I put on a great performance that day. So I said, cool, let's go get tacos. Acting like, you know, nothing happened. Like it wasn't a big thing that he just jumped out of the car. I was just like, okay, cool, let's go eat now. So
right, but it's not, for me, it's not those moments. It's the moments after you leave when you're alone. Like, we're all having a good time. Let's get tacos, let's get drinks. Yeah. Everybody's like, all right, I'm leaving. I know what you're going through. I'm either not going to let you go alone or I'm going to call you when I get in the crib.
Yeah.
Because I know, one, those alone moments are important and you need that for sure.
Right.
And you ain't got to be alone every day. So I don't even need somebody to do something. I just might need somebody to be there.
Yeah. I think that was the hard part. It's like I was living with him and then now all of a sudden I'm in here by myself all the time.
Yeah.
Like
that alone time is nuts.
It's hard. My mind's going all over the damn place.
Yeah. It goes weird places. So I'm not from Chicago. I moved here. I don't have nobody. Like I don't know anybody when I moved here.
Right.
So I moved here straight out of a breakup. 2 years later, I'm in another breakup, and I'm like,
damn.
It's just me and these four walls.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
And I'm over here fucking in Europe, and I'm like, Jamaica, you okay?
Right. I was going through like the worst, and like,
sister.
And you would normally be who I would talk to, and you were gone.
I'm like, damn, girl. Fucking 2 a.m. in Europe. Jamaica, you okay?
Right. Call my sister.
She was about to.
I know. Yeah, I listened to the podcast. I was here for it.
I was.
I got the recap.
That was a hard time. And you know, like, I mean, at one point I was probably like, you know, like, I knew I was going to get through it, but like, you have those moments like, damn, I'm never going to get over this. Like, I'm just going to always be fucking crying. Right. And now I'm like, most of the time I can be like, whatever.
How fresh was that? Like how
I
old?
could look at him like, whatever, huh?
How long ago was yours?
That was, so I moved out at the end of July.
Okay. That's still fresh.
Yeah.
Very fresh. It feels like yesterday.
And you saw this motherfucker at a gas station, so like, it's fresh.
But now I feel like I could see him at a gas station and be like, yeah, no. You know, like, I think that I'm not as vulnerable as I was maybe like 2 months ago.
That's fair.
I think for the longest time I was so mad because my situation was, you know, he had basically moved this girl in while I was still there.
Oh, you didn't say that part.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say.
No, yeah, there's a lot that we didn't say.
Like, we made that episode maybe not too long, maybe like a month or so after.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say everything or many details because I felt like it was going to come from like a bitter place. And so now I feel like it's not coming from a bitter place. But that's what happened. He moved this girl in and thought that, I don't know if he thought I was going to be okay with it or cool with it or whatever. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. Amongst all the other stuff that was happening. And then I move out very quickly. Maybe within like a week, I was gone. And I'm just like mad. Like, I had to completely change my life. Mm-hmm. I'm over here fucking trying to keep it together at work, crying every 5 fucking seconds. Like, can't stop, like, getting teary-eyed. And you get to just move on and be happy in that place where I live with your new girlfriend. Like, it was making me mad. Like, you know, and then people are telling me, like, you don't know if he's happy. You don't know this. You don't know that. And I'm like, fuck all that. This is how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that. But, like, this is what's real for me right now. Right. Like, I'm mad that my life is uprooted and you get to just, you know, skip off in the damn sunset or whatever the fuck with somebody else. And that's, like, to me, it's just like, damn, did the last 2 years not mean shit? You know what I mean? Like, you could just move to the next person. Not just, like, go fuck somebody. Like, I could understand that. You want to just go fuck somebody else. Okay, cool. But, like, you moved her in. You know what I mean? Like, this is serious.
Moving her in is wild. That's crazy.
It's wild. And like, it's wild to me. Like, how could you be with me for 2 years and say you care about me and all this other stuff?
And next thing you know,
literally move somebody in before I'm even gone.
Right.
That is wild and crazy. And so I think there's two things that can exist in the same space. Okay. That's dirty, for sure. That's like straight up. And there's a thing in the male community where people assume that we don't go through heartbreak or we're not sad about things. As fucked up as it might have been, I'm not advocating for him. Mm-hmm. That might have been his coping mechanism, just so I don't have to deal. We were talking about, like, when you do get alone by yourself. Mm-hmm. That might have been his way of, I don't got to be alone. I don't have to deal with that and figure that out. And I'm not saying it's right because it's not. It's dirty. Mm-hmm. And he might have been dying inside.
Maybe. I just didn't feel it and I couldn't believe it.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
What kind of situation did she walk into?
Well, right. That's what I had told Jamaica. I'm like, I wonder if she knew any of this, right? Like, I wonder.
Even if she didn't before, she knew when she saw me there. You know what I mean? Right. Like, even if you didn't know walking into it, you knew when I was there.
Right. But he could have said, that's my cousin.
No, she knew. She knew when I was there. She knew.
You could feel the vibe.
Yeah, no, she knew, and I wasn't hiding or nothing. Right. Like, I live here.
You hiding in your own house?
Right. Like,
in the bathroom?
You think of, no. So I mean I can't believe I went through that, but I did, and I was just so angry for so long. And then he calls me, and I'm so sorry, and I did you wrong and all the other stuff. And it wasn't the apology, but then he started telling me stuff about her and, like, you know, how it happened and what he's not liking now and all this other stuff.
You trying to vent to you about this girl? You better than me.
So, you know, he's trying to explain himself, but, you know, in explaining himself, I feel like he was telling me stuff that maybe I didn't need to know. But at the same time, it did make me feel a little better, like, you know, like, shit.
I knew it.
Right. Like, now I don't feel like, you know, like I was the only one going through this. Like, now you get to kind of suffer too. And I don't want to feel like, I suffer, but, like, it was funny to me.
Are you human? You get to feel that way.
So, I do think that helped me. You know, that's why, that's why I don't want to say I'm grateful or glad that I met up with him, but, like, I needed to hear that.
Where would you be if you didn't hear it?
Where would I be?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be in, like, a really different place, but I do feel like the anger would have held on for a lot longer. I was very angry. Like, I think I was more angry than sad, honestly. And I think that's where the tears was coming from. It's like, I'm like...
Anger.
So mad. Yeah. That you just move on so quick. Like, move her... New girlfriend. I don't even care about the new girlfriend. Like, just move. It was the moving her in that was too much for me.
As a cherry on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Like, I could understand the new girlfriend. You even sleeping with somebody. I could understand all that. It was the moving her in that I feel like now you trying to hurt me.
Right.
Like you are purposefully trying to hurt me.
But the dating world sucks now, bro.
Especially for our age. This dating pool is trash.
It is.
Either it's trash or you get people who are too invested. Like when I first moved here, I was entertaining somebody, and like real soon she told me she loved me.
Oh yeah, like, we're not doing that. I'm so sorry
for you. Like,
I'm so sorry.
It's the last time I'm ever gonna see you.
Stop seeing her after she said I love you.
I don't want to. I was very upfront with how I was. I was like, I'm not in a space that I don't have the emotional capacity to give to somebody in that way. Mm-hmm. And then she told me she loved me. I was like, oh, I don't want to make this complicated. Like this is not a thing. Like.
Are we part of the trash? Because I hear people talking about how like the dating pool is trash and like it has pee in it and shit like that. But are we the pee?
Well, I hope I'm like, pee and not the shit.
Everybody is a part of the trash.
You know what I'm saying? Like we say that, but we in it. You know?
Yeah. Because if you wasn't trash, society would say your ass to be married.
I don't think I'm trash. You sound like Sporky now. I'm trash. Tells himself
like me. We're trash. Yeah, but what? I mean, why do you think you're single?
Why?
Yeah.
One, I think my type of dudes. Okay, I'm very specific.
Too specific.
With the type of dude I'm interested in or I want to date. And then another part of me is I think I do need to do some healing still in regards to my ex situationship, whatever we want to call it. Just because when that other person had told me some of those things of like, hey, this is, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing in regards to you, I was just like, what? Like, like it just, and I know people have told me like, oh, well, it's him. That's why, but I'm like, no, I look back and I'm like, I think if anybody else would have told me that, I don't think I would know how to respond to that, to them telling me like, hey, I do find you attractive, even
if you were attracted to them.
Yeah. Like a part of me is like, I don't know how I would have responded. Like
to somebody confessing their feelings for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not ready to date.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I am ready to date because I think I still need to heal whatever that was. Like, I don't think...
need closure.
No, I
don't think I need closure. No. I think I still need to just... Where is that coming from, right? And, like, why can't... If somebody were to tell me, I truly do care about you and things like that. And then also, I think I have really... certain expectations from men, like I want to be pursued, like I want you to send me flowers, I want you to buy me gifts, I want you to spoil me, and a lot of men don't do that now, especially like off the bat, like they're not willing to do that. Sometimes some guys want to go have halvesies on the first date, and I'm just like, I'm not going halvesies, bro. Like, you gonna pay for my first date.
I do feel like you're single because you are too, I don't want to say picky, selective. I
am selective, yeah.
But too selective. Everybody's selective. You're supposed to be. Like, you're not going to be attracted to everybody and anybody.
Yeah.
But
I do agree. I do think I'm very, very, very selective on the type of men that I like and I want to date.
Yeah. And I think it comes off as you judge a lot of men.
I probably do.
Before you give them a chance.
I probably do.
Isn't that what dating is?
Yeah.
Isn't that just judgment?
But I think, like, sometimes even the smallest thing, right? Like, if you come at me, like, let's say we're on a dating app and I swiped, left or right or whatever, and, like, we match or whatever, and you start off with some, like, corny shit, like, sorry, I'm done. Like, you're not going, no. Or you start saying, hey, baby, or like, you know, hey, ma, like, no. Like, I'm sorry. Like, let's just have a conversation. You don't got to do all that.
So why can't you say that? Why can't you say that?
To the men?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh.
I do. And then they stop responding.
Oh, and then they stop responding.
Or they get mad. Like, oh, ma, it's just a compliment, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, bro, just talk to me like a normal person.
That's why I don't mess with dating apps.
Yeah, no, after, like, my last dating app shenanigans, I, stopped. After that, I was like, I'm done with dating apps.
But do you still have the apps?
No, I deleted them already. No.
Why do you think you're single, DWAYNE?
Right now, I think I'm single because I'm selfish right now, and I'm not gonna put up with what I used to put up with. If you'd asked me 3 years ago, I'd have said I'm single because I'm trash.
I'm trash.
3 years ago, that's recent.
When you were 30.
Yeah, I've only been in Chicago for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm at least 5. You 3.
No, I was trash. Actually, no. Matter of fact, no, I'm lying. I probably was trash like 5 years ago because toward the end of our relationship with my ex, I think I was better. So toward the end of our relationship, she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
That's heavy.
And we were living together, so our entire relationship became that. Right. So I was great for that moment. I'm a provider type. Like I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna figure it out. We went through all the things, and it changed our lives. So I was great then. So before that, I wasn't so great. So if you'd have asked me then, that is probably more like 5 years ago.
What made you change?
Cancer.
Made you change to a better man?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But what about it, though? What about the cancer? Like, the idea of it, the idea that somebody could,
She was
die
so
of it,
solid.
Yeah, I was like, are you afraid to say die?
Because I was trying to find, like, a nicer way to say it.
No, you could say die. She's alive, by the way.
Okay.
She's good. I mean, she's dead to me. No, I'm joking.
That's good to know.
But no, it was... She was such a solid person, and she was our rock. Like, the man's supposed to be the rock when I can't even pretend that I was. She held us down. She kept us grounded. She was always moving forward and figuring things out.
Shout out to you.
Me or her?
Her.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh,
she's the rock.
She was dope.
Why we shout out you?
Because I'm the shit too. Chill out.
Because he, he was, him.
Yeah. But so in that moment, that's the first time I saw her uncertain. When she got the news, and going through that process, I saw her tremble for the first time, and I went, "Oh, you're human." And then I went, "It's my turn." So I was like, "You've been holding us down. I'm gonna hold it down."
Wow.
So in that moment, seeing her, because she didn't get vulnerable, she didn't talk about her feelings. She was a dude. Like the way that she went about her business. She was not vulnerable, not emotional, and I guess I was kind of craving that. So I kind of morphed myself into, we almost role swapped, where she was holding shit down, and I was the one coming to her with problems like, you don't do this, you don't do that, which society will say that's a female trait.
The nagging.
And I was a nagger. But then when that happened, I was like, oh, I got to hold this down right now. And when it came to her family, my family, everybody was like, yo, he is like solid right now. And I think that changed our relationship.
Shout out to you.
So you stepped
into that role. Because I don't know if
a
lot of men would have done that. Yeah.
People used to say, like, I'm so proud of you for standing by her with this. And that always felt weird to me. I'm like, fuck you talking about? Like, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, I couldn't leave somebody like that.
But chemo's like a big, like if she went through that, like chemo's a big
it's not easy.
Right.
6 months of chemo, double mastectomies.
Yeah,
they were trying to push radiation on her, but the healthcare system.
I'm guessing she was young too.
She was 27 at the time.
Oof.
Yeah. There's a thing that happened in the world right now, like specifically women of color, young women of color. Breast cancer is running wild. I mean,
ladies, go get your mammograms if you have not done that.
Don't people say wait till you're 50 or whatever? Don't wait.
No,
shameless plug for go get checked.
No, breast cancer runs in my family. You best believe we were there.
Go get checked, fellas too. I mean, we got so far off the point of this conversation, but I'm cool with that. If that's where it goes, people got to get checked.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that opens up another conversation, but we ain't gonna go there. I'm just thinking about like how dudes are like when women are like really strong and independent, and like when you were describing her, that like that's what I was thinking about.
It's threatening for guys.
Yeah,
I was just about to say it's intimidating for a lot of men.
Yeah, it is.
And they don't respond like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Like I don't get a moment to be soft, and honestly, she didn't have a choice. You know, when something like that happens, it makes you have to be soft.
But I think that's another thing why a lot of girls nowadays are, especially like, you know, women of color, like they're single because they have to be independent. They have to take on some of those traits, you know, versus being soft, versus being, you know, very like feminine and ladylike and things like that.
I'm tired of it. I want to be taken care of.
That's what I've been saying, bro.
It's exhausting out here.
Right.
But like, they don't understand that. I don't think men understand that we want that. But you
I want my brain off, bro, when I'm with you.
Like, you know, blindly trust you without some evidence. You know what I mean? Like, you got to show me,
right,
that I can relax a little.
That's fair. I can see that.
You know, like when you so used to taking care of everything, you can't just expect the first Joe Smo to walk in and say, "I got it." Like.
Because they're not.
Like, how I know that? Just because you saying it?
But that's another thing, too. Like, again, like, as I've been, you know, just out about doing my thing, I'll do very simple shit, like opening a door or, like,
men these days
cordial.
don't open doors, bro. Men these days do not
make us move over. That's what
at the bar.
Move at the bar. But no, that's what also solidified how trash the dating pool is. Because, like, when I do very simple shit, women are like, "Thank you so much." And I'm like, "Are you being sarcastic right now? Are you trying to call me a dickhead?" And she's like, "No, like really, honestly, like, I'm so proud of you." And I went,
"This is how crazy it is, bro." I had gone with my situationship, right? We had gone out to dinner in Dallas, and we were walking up to the table, and he had pulled the chair out for me to sit. But because he's never done that, that's never happened to me. I'm like, "Oh, my bad." So I went to go try to sit at the other.
What are you doing?
You know, and he was like, "Oh, I was pulling that for you," and I was like, "Well, one, you've never done that. Two, nobody's done that for me. How was I supposed to know, bro?"
Yeah.
Like,
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Oh, my bad.
My fault, bro. Tapping a good game, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
You know, like, but because of that, you know.
Oh, my fault, gang.
Oh my god, you know, because men don't do that, bro. Yeah. I've gone on a date, the guy doesn't open the door. The guy, like, I'm specific as to which side of the sidewalk am I? Yeah. Yes, am I? Right, but men don't do that nowadays. Like, they don't see why, you know, I even pay attention to that little detail. They think I'm crazy. Like, oh, it doesn't matter what. No, to me it does, bro. To me it does. I get hit by a car, bro.
You like girls?
Huh?
You like girls?
Do I like girls? Yeah. No.
You should try it. It's fun.
No, I honestly no. Like, jokes aside. No. Jokes aside. Like, I've thought about it.
You thought about being with a girl?
Yes, because I'm like, they're gonna do what
You've literally thought about it?
Because I'm like, they'll probably do what I've been looking for. Apparently, I can't find it in men.
I feel like I would be with a girl before you would. 100%.
But I thought about it. You know, because I'm like, I can't find it in none of these men. They're not doing what I need them to do. And I'm like, me and her are probably thinking the same thing, so she gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, a lot of the women that have either changed side or keep exploring themselves have come from a place of like, I just wanted somebody who gonna understand me. They don't have to explain these things to like a guy because, you know, dumb guy brain. I'm not gonna understand what you're talking about sometimes. Right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, trust me, it's crossed my mind. Because I'm like, shit, at this point... Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is.
Like, just being single forever, apparently.
I hope I don't get heartbroken again, though. That means, like, to me, honestly, that's... I want to say it wasn't a bad thing because that means I was invested. And I feel like in the past, I've never been invested in somebody enough to, like, you know, for them to be able to break my heart.
Just to be clear, you can be heartbroken in your relationship too. Like, you don't have to break up with somebody to be heartbroken.
I know.
So you might get married to somebody who breaks your heart and you still might be married to them.
Yeah. Well, I hope I don't get heartbroken. I don't want to. I mean, it's not good. I hope I don't get broken like this. I hope I don't ever have to experience anything.
That's another
similar
fear of mine.
to this. You know, like obviously you gonna hurt me and do things. I don't mind being hurt. It's the heartbroken.
All right, check me out. Remember when you were like 15 or 16? You were in high school and you were dealing with whatever problems you had, and they felt like the worst thing in the world in that moment.
Yeah, and it wasn't shit.
And now you think about it like that was just a prom. Like I don't care about that shit anyway. Fuck that graduation picture. Yeah. You 15 years from now is going to look at you at, I'm assuming you're around my age, and be like, that wasn't even shit.
I don't even know how old you are.
He said 33.
I said 30. I'm the age of the Lord.
You 33?
Yeah, I'm Jesus.
I had no idea. You older than me.
I thought Jesus was 32.
Blasphemy.
I thought.
You get Harry Potter tattoos, and all of a sudden Jesus not the same age no more. But no, like this is one of those moments. She was like, I hope this never happens again. I can't say I guarantee, but I'm sure years from now you're gonna look and be like, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I was just in it, like because it was happening right now. Bad. I don't mean that to take away from.
No, I get what you're saying. I hear you, and I mean there are a lot of situations, where I'm like, oh, this is horrible, and now I don't remember them.
Right.
But I don't think this is ever anything I will forget because this was the first one.
You never forget your first.
Mm-hmm. This was the first one, and it was
the first one you have sex with, the first one you date, the first one you get heartbroken. I forget a lot of first.
I was gonna say like, that's a whole different conversation. If you're listening, bye.
But I just hope somebody treats me with more care.
Would you be open with your next partner about all of your past, like everything you went through, or would you? Yeah, like you are right now, like.
I mean, there's somebody I've been like interested in. Details.
No,
yeah, we're not doing that.
All right, fair.
And he knows everything.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you are dating right now, or you just kind of playing around? Not that look. Chill out. What you
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. All right. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing.
Your homie telling on you.
I know.
She telling on you.
That's why I'm trying to stay quiet.
I have a lot of work to do. I have very toxic ways and thoughts and stuff like that. So I have a lot of work to do. So I'm definitely not like, oh, I'm working on being in a relationship next month or, no. But there's somebody that, makes me feel good.
I'm happy for you. Because heartbreak sucks.
It does.
You might be the one,
We'll see. I don't know about that. I ain't as confident as DWAYNE was.
Chill out.
It's too soon.
It took me a second. Wait a minute. When I was actually in Puerto Rico by myself, we went to all the excursions or whatever. Yeah. So as I go, the first one was like kayaking in the river. And they were like, all right, everybody grab your partner.
Oh, that's so sad. Damn. You didn't have no partner.
No, of course. And then he was like, oh, you don't have a partner? I was like, nah. He screamed like, is anybody else here single? And everybody was like, no. Why would you?
That's embarrassing.
So he was also the guide for the rainforest tour. The next day, he was like, hey, Mr. Lonely. And
I would have done fucking
Mr. Lonely.
I'm
smack him across the head, bro.
We had a good rapport or whatever. Like, we went out for drinks afterwards. But.
Oh, so you had to do all the couple stuff alone.
I did. I mean, I ended up getting in the kayak with somebody else, and she was cool. She actually was from Jersey too, so we made a connection or whatever.
Mm-hmm. She could have been the one.
Nah. And I'll spare you on why, because I don't want to offend half our population. But no, I did all those things alone. Even just being there by myself was.
Was that your first like solo trip or?
My first solo trip that I didn't intend to be solo. Mm-hmm. I've done things by myself before. What do you call it? Like romancing yourself?
Yeah.
Like that. I've done that before, but I was planning to be there with her, so I had shit set up in the Airbnb. Like it was stuff. Like I wasn't about to propose or nothing, but like I had.
It was a romantic trip.
It was a romantic trip.
Rose petals on the bed when they walked in, the champagne bottle. Stop.
All the stuff.
Red heart balloons, chocolate.
Somebody listening is like, I would have went on that trip.
Somebody gonna be like, drop his Insta real quick.
I don't get why she didn't at least go on the trip. Like
that was my thing too. I'm like, even as a selfish person, I'd right,
I would have still went on the trip.
I'm about to go on the trip. It's paid for.
F you after. But I'm still going on the trip.
Like, we can do it.
But imagine though, you show up on the trip and stuff, and the Airbnb set up with rose petals and the champagne and stuff. I'm going with
it.
You gonna go with
it? It's paid for.
It's paid for, and
you're not gonna go along with it,
huh?
You're not gonna go along with it. Yeah,
we can be awkward for a week and then go back to whatever we want to do. We was already figuring it out. It was already gonna be awkward from the rip.
Where were we at? Puerto Rico.
San Juan.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico, like
San Juan is small.
It is, and I didn't explore the way I wanted to because I want to
be able to go to.
We're gonna be the coupliest couple for the week.
Oh, get some of those free cakes or pastries at restaurants. Oh, I'd be down. This
motherfucker said, "Oh, cake? Yeah, we in there. Cool." Set them roses
like
up.
At least just get the trip, get the experience.
Yeah, I mean that's where my brain went to. I was like, even for, and I also a part of what was hard is I've seen you deal with some fucking rock bottom losers and get your heart broke by some.
Why do men do that?
Do what?
My ex did that. He's like, I seen you go back and forth with someone before. Why you can't do it with me? Like,
because I know I'm dope. And I've seen you get played by some losers. So I didn't even play you type shit.
Okay. So I guess if you're not playing her. But.
I'm not playing you. I seen you get your heart broken by a bald nigga. So
it can't be no bald dude.
Bro, she got heart broken by a bald dude.
Jamaica knows how I feel about bald dudes.
I don't like bald dudes either.
Shout out to Rogaine. Shout out to Rogaine.
First y'all come for the short kings, now the bald dudes.
That's their business. That's your business.
No, it is worse when you're like, damn, you played me for this.
And that's how I seen you go through some other stuff.
You played me for somebody that brought you this shit.
I've seen her in relationships. That's not a 10. That's not. I'm secure in myself enough to say like, all right, he's an attractive dude. Like, I see why you with him. She's dated some ugly dudes, and I'm like, bro, your last two boyfriends look like thumbs, and you out here going through the worst.
They feet, now they thumbs.
Feet, thumbs, knuckles. His head looked like a fat boy's kneecap. And she went through the worst and was going to trips with him when they were in all types of weird stuff. And I'm like, you heard somebody on the phone and you backed out of a relationship and a trip with your best friend.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I mean, I'd have still went on a trip. As bad as a person as that would have made me, I'd have still went.
Me too. I've been on trips that I know like, man, this is great. And as soon as we get back, it's chops.
You bogus, DWAYNE.
That's okay.
He owns up to it.
I know who I am. Well, who I was.
I had no idea.
No. Who you met is who you are with. Mm-hmm. But like, I have grown.
He's just explaining what he used to do in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. We all have a past. I just didn't expect that.
He's a healed man, ladies. He's not gonna do that.
Healing. I don't know if anybody is healed.
Oh, healing.
Yeah, everybody's healing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nobody is completely healed, but I'm in my journey, and I don't have the emotional capacity to really be with somebody. But I'm still doing my numbers. Like I'm gonna go out.
So
still doing your numbers.
What bar are you at?
Oh yeah, we don't even know where to meet people though. Yeah. Like that's what we struggle
Look, we've gone. Caminos is in the spot. Okay, we figured that out.
You'll be trying to get me to Caminos. I was supposed to go there last week.
We went there last week.
Went there.
I would have seen y'all then. Mm-hmm. You got to go to church. Get you a good clean girl.
To what?
Church.
No, they ain't clean in church.
No, they're not.
Either.
But that's a different conversation. La Vaca ain't it. Simone's ain't it.
We gotta stay out of Pilsen. I guess
you gotta stop meeting people at bars.
Where do we go?
Right, where we tried Home Depot and Menards at 8 a.m. Okay, it didn't work out there.
I spit all over the mic. Hey, Home Depot in the work.
And Menards. Okay.
We just missing Lowe's at this point. Like where? It ain't the church either. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I done found some things in church.
Right, exactly.
Right, exactly. That's what we talking about.
I had to put the cross away for this one. Mm-hmm. But no, I think like
You gonna sit there and tell me a pottery class? Like
we're not gonna find them there.
I did meet a yogi. There. I met a yogi. Go to yoga. I mean, you said you was in yoga, right?
Yeah, they were all 50 years old. And
is men in yoga?
Yes, there's men
there's a whole male yoga community. You can look. I mean, you can find whatever you want, but I actually might have a yoga class for you that has some young dudes in it.
Because the one that I went to, they were all 50 and up.
I mean, is that your type? Like,
you said your type?
I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
50, like with their beer belly. Nah, I'm good. Bro.
It wasn't because they 50. It's because they bald.
And their beer bellies, bro.
But now you got to stop trying to meet people in bars.
Well, we try to figure out where.
We go to restaurants.
We have gone to restaurants.
We try to meet people, but we
just
don't know
start fucking around at your job. I couldn't even say that with a serious face.
See, you and I are on the both same page because Jamaica and Leo were telling me to mess around.
No, we weren't telling you that.
What happened?
We were not telling you to mess around. I just feel like I could. I told her I could see them dating. Do I think that it'll be
Leo?
No.
I'm missing a piece of the story.
Guy she works with.
Okay. Yes, Jamaica and Leo both told me to give him a shot.
Gotcha.
I just feel like I could see y'all dating, but you know, would it be anything serious or long term? No, it would just be something.
Have you never shat where you sleep?
No. And I don't plan to.
He has, clearly.
Yes, I know.
It makes for interesting work conversation.
No.
Do you have any limits? Like, somewhere you're like, nah, I ain't gonna mess with no girl from there.
Family.
Well, I hope so.
That's what I was gonna say. I hope he says family.
Yeah, it's family. I've legitimately dated somebody who I work with, like, full on, like, not even sneaking around, like, we gotta tell HR type shit.
Well, I mean, I know people that are married and they work together at the school that I'm at, but it just could not be me.
That's fair.
Did they
you
start
also in the school system.
dating when they worked
I don't
together?
know their story.
Right.
I don't know their story.
It could be they met elsewhere and then ended up working.
I don't know their story. I don't ask. I don't talk to people from work. But
I do know people like that too. They work together and they're married, and it's just like, dang, you don't get no separate life. Like, it's just like always there.
But that's the same thing as relationship versus friendship. You have to be able to compartmentalize. Like, when you're at work, you do your work things, and you might need space apart from each other when you go home. Because I've been with you for 8 hours, so don't sit there and be like, oh, we don't hang out. I will knock your head off.
But that's not hanging out. That's the difference. This is what kills me about guys. You think because we've been together, we've been spending time together. No. We've been working. There's a difference.
There is a difference.
But you see the person.
Yeah,
but we've been working.
If I'm physically around you for 8 hours,
time together. We've been working.
But you physically see the person.
I'm with you all day, dog. No, stop playing. If we are in the same building and can see each other for 8 hours, and you come home and tell me we don't spend time, I'm gonna be mad.
It'd be different if we in like different departments. I don't see you at all.
Right.
Then I'd be like, okay.
Like, y'all are not spending relationship time together. Y'all are co-workers.
Agreed. And you still need to date your person for sure.
Right. That's
but that can't be an everyday thing. Like something like when we get home, I'm gonna go in the other room and do you do your thing. I'm gonna do mine. I'll see you tomorrow. Type shit.
I don't think that's I think that's the case for even if we don't work together. But when you do, I don't think you can count work time as time together. Not if you compartmentalizing like you say.
I'm gonna slide this way. You alone on that.
You can count work time as time together.
I guess I'm biased because in the work that I do, yeah, because my role is interdepartmental. Is the word. Like I work with everybody that I'm in the building with. I work with all day, every day. Okay,
you're coworkers. We're not in a relationship when we at work.
But coworkers. You might flirt with your coworker.
I do.
While y'all trying
to do your work. But are you in a
work.
relationship with your coworker?
Yeah, and you might flirt with them while you're trying to do your work.
What time is lunch? Because we going to the third floor. We'll spend some time.
With
now,
the door
you spend
shut.
lunch together. Oh, my God. Y'all need to stop.
You on your own with this one.
I'm not on my own. I know other people agree with me. And I think y'all would agree with me, too. But y'all too.
I've done it.
You've done what?
Dated coworkers. I'm speaking from experience, from me, my experience.
But you don't count being at work as being together.
Yes, you do.
That's lazy. I just feel like that's lazy.
Call it what you will.
Okay, but like, what if he sent you flowers to your job and stuff? You're gonna say that that's lazy too?
Mm-hmm. What if I ordered you lunch that day?
I'm not saying that that's lazy. When we at lunch, we not coworkers.
What? But you have the same lunch break.
Bro, you speaking
gibberish.
Anna, I know you would agree with me. If she was dating somebody and...
Well, first of all, I can't because I just don't like the idea of it. But if it were to be the case...
If it were to be the case... You telling me that you would be happy with the 40 hours you get at work?
I'd be annoyed.
And you wouldn't want to see them outside of work?
I would if he's like, oh, let's go on a date on Saturday or something. But that don't mean... if he hits me up on Wednesday, I'd be like, I just saw you, bro.
Like, y'all need to cut it out.
Straight like that.
You need to cut it out.
Because then I'm like, especially if like...
I saw you, bro.
Good game.
But especially if like he picks you up and you guys ride together to work, or y'all ride back home together, you guys go on lunch together, right? Like it's a lot already.
That's different. Like, if you are doing all that, yeah. But y'all are talking about if y'all are working together. Like if it's we doing work hours, like we not in a relationship. We coworkers.
I'm good at what I do. I could compartmentalize. Like,
okay.
Point is,
if y'all find somebody that like it, then that's great.
I'm not dating nobody from work, but I'm just saying.
Me neither.
Yeah, okay. Couldn't be me.
You've never done that?
Dated somebody at work?
Or just, you're not even dated, but like just fooled around with somebody at work. Go ahead, lie. Go ahead, lie to the people.
You listen to our podcast.
I do. So I was asking just to see what you was going to say.
I can't lie when it's on the internet.
Right. Yeah, because everything on the internet is the truth.
Mm-hmm. At least when I tell it.
Don't look at me. She answered that question.
I did. Yeah. I told the truth. I did mess around with somebody, but it wasn't like that. No. I feel like we messed around more when we weren't coworkers. Yeah.
It's like y'all waited.
Yeah. It was when we weren't coworkers that most of that had happened. Yo, we've been talking for 2 hours.
Have we? Fuck. I mean, good. You have to edit this down.
Yeah.
That would hold 2 hours. Ain't nobody gonna listen to 2 hours.
I don't even want to listen to edit the 2 hours.
I did knock out a couple of your episodes, like just cleaning the crib. Like it was good, both background stuff and also helpful, like just framing things. Like, oh, that's a helpful way to think about that, or I never thought about that. Or as a male, here's some of the things like I don't have any women to ask anymore because I lost my best friend. But like these are some of the things I would ask. Like, yo, as a male or as a female, how do you see this or how do you hear that? So the podcast was really helpful in that way.
You think she could be your friend again?
No.
No, that's sad.
Not after that trip, no.
The trip to me wasn't it. Like if she would have hit me like, yo, I was just really in a dark place or whatever, I'd have been like we good, like we straight. It's gonna be different, but I think I would have went back. But I came back. She knew I was home too. Like I was in after the trip. I was in Jersey. We were supposed to be at the wedding together. So like you knew where I was at. You knew I'm here.
You didn't even bother.
You didn't hit me up for 4 months.
Damn.
And I was also going through a lot personally. I was in a weird place. So not even on just standing on that, like as a friend, like, are you okay? Like us aside, like I know you're in the middle of some shit.
Right.
There was no nothing. So no, I can't. I don't have it in me to do that to somebody at this point in my life. So if you could do that to me, I don't need you around me. I'm straight.
That's sad.
That is. Makes me want to cry though.
No, it don't. But that's sad.
No, but for real though, that is sad. Like,
but it don't make you want to cry.
It hurts to hear that. You know, because I'm like, that's shitty that you lost a friend through that. You know.
Yeah.
And a friend of that's been a long time friend, not just a friend you met within the 2-3 years.
Was it worth it?
The relationship?
The risk, yeah.
Ooh, what a question.
I know it didn't end how you wanted it to, but was it worth it?
Taking that shot.
Yeah. Because this was always a possibility.
Yes, it was worth it, taking that shot, not because she was worth it. But because I would never want to be the person that thinks, what if I would have shot my shot?
Yeah.
I'm a person that I have no shame in my life. So if I'm gonna shoot my shot, I'm gonna shoot it no matter who you are or where I'm at. Most of my shots are people out of my league. But at least I can sleep at night knowing at least I said something.
Right.
So I'm good on knowing, well, at least we tried it. It was amazing while it lasted. We're not who we are anymore, but I can sleep at night knowing, well, we tried it. It was dope. The sex was fire.
Well, at least something was good.
Yeah. No, our relationship was good. Yeah. As weird as it was, as many red flags as there were.
Right.
To finally get the person you've been longing for years. And if my ex hater, she gonna punch me in the face. She'll be like, I knew you was trying to get that bitch. But the person that you've been like fantasizing over for years, to finally be like, yo, we're doing this. That was a dope moment.
Yeah.
So I would say yeah, it was worth it. Because if I didn't, I'd still be thinking about her to this day. Like,
what if?
How could it be?
Well, this was interesting.
This was.
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So, make sure y'all follow our social media. It's at MBS Pod on TikTok, on Instagram,
YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah.
We'll be live soon.
Eventually. Yeah, we gotta work on being better at that, but we'll get there. Yeah, so we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.
Bye.